Leo, welcome to your end of January 2021 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. So, what is new and exciting? At the end of the month, there will be a full moon in your sign on January 28th. So, if you are up to 9 degrees of Leo sun or rising, this will be in your first house, and this will be felt by you possibly as some kind of a change to your life in general. If you're after those degrees, or if you're born in August, I would say specifically, this will probably be in your 12th house, and it's more of a emotional and spiritual kind of an influence, because full moons are emotional as it is, and the 12th house is more about breaking from the past and past lives, actually, but really letting go of things that are keeping you down, keeping you from achieving your full potential. So that can be good on, I look at the 12th and the first houses as having a certain connection. It's like the womb of creation and the birth, or the physical manifestation would be the first house. And so both of them to me are very important when you're talking about new moons and full moons in their own way. So anyway, that's something that's coming up for you. Let's see what we have here. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot card. Okay, first two cards I get are Pentacles, so that's pretty good money-wise. Hey, look what you got here, your card. It's your full moon, it's your another Pentacles. Well, I will be. This is a really nice reading, actually. A little bit off center here, but other than that, the heart of the matter is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is the issue of independent finances. So this can be really something that you're thinking about if you are someone who is contemplating working for yourself. So, can I support myself with the money that I'm getting from my business or my side hustle, whatever you want to call it, whatever they call it these days? Or do I need to stay in the job that I have right now for some time? Will I ever make enough to be able to support myself? Of course, we could also say so with important relationship changes. If somebody is getting divorced and they were used to the two people having that, shared income, it can feel like, oh man, I'm going to have this income cut in half. How am I going to live properly? Sorry, I keep moving this. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is equal. So something along those lines of being able to be self-sustaining financially. And sometimes it can be like, hey, you've arrived at that place. So you have that goal has come in there. We have another card, the Six of Pentacles. This can be like the Ten of Pentacles, an inheritance card, where this is money that you may even be giving it to other people. Now, again, if you are in some kind of a position, if there is some kind of an estate that, you are the executor or whatever, and you're distributing the money to different family members, and or something like that, that could indicate the Nine of Pentacles, where you want to, if you were given a large portion of the money and you don't think it's fair, you give it to other siblings or members of the family. I don't know, something along those lines. If you are, let's say you're a woman and you're getting divorced, and you are the one who made the most money, you may be giving to that other person. And maybe that's not that it's sexist of me, but maybe I'm being outdated by saying that that's such a newsflash that would happen. I think I think that with people who are older, that is something that is unexpected, and that there might be some resistance to, because it's not what is commonly done. So, who knows? Who knows how that goes? But those two are money cards. Also, with the Six of Pentacles, it can be that idea of give and take. Like, I've given so much to this job, and what am I getting in return from it? So there can be that feeling of, I'm doing my own thing because I don't feel that this gives me the kind of fairness and that I deserve when it comes to financial issues, because I'm giving my all and I'm not getting that back. The higher message is the Strength card. There's your card. And I was just reading about the number 8. Now, the funny thing about that's a sideways 8. That's a symbol of infinity. And in a lot of the decks, or at least the decks that I've dealt with, the Strength card is number 8. In this deck, it's number 11, which is a master number. So we can understand why the Strength card might be connected to 11 as well. But in terms of how it can play out for you as a major arcana card, first of all, it's an affirmation of who you are, Leo, of what you're made of, which is being a confident person. And I would say for Leos who have inner planets like Mercury, for instance, which can be the way that your mind works, your Mercury is not always going to be the same as your sun sign. And that can lead, if your Mercury is either in Virgo or Cancer. I wonder if it could be. I think it can be. That these are signs that are more cautious, and that might be the kind of person that you are. A Leo person, maybe you have Mars in Cancer or Mars in Virgo, and you're very when you act in a way that is like you've already determined what you're going to do. You don't just act rashly. You're very methodical about it, especially with Virgo. You think very long and hard before you do something of this importance, if this is a money matter. But the Leo is Leo is a fire sign, so it's going to be infused with positivity, which means that it's always acting from a position of strength. Oh, strength. Well, I guess that's why I said that. But confidence, and that's kind of what this represents, is confidence, instead of being somebody that is wringing their hands. What if this doesn't work out? That's not really how Leos operate. But Leo is a fixed sign, so it does tend to get caught up in, if you want to call it a rut or their way of doing things, that it may be hard to shift and do something completely different. That might be the one thing that keeps you from taking other action and to change your course of action. But it's just reminding you who you are. What crosses you is the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? I love those little pops of color and the way that the pen, the way they drew that, which is the Page of Cups, and this is like the beginning stages of something that has to do with love and that kind of thing. If this is connected to some kind of a relationship issue that has not been going the way that you want, and maybe you're leaving a partner, there may be somebody else that you are wanting to connect with, and that is not happening the way that you have wanted. Pages can be messages too. We are having Mercury retrograde at the end of this month, which actually, since you're a Leo, this is going to fall in that seventh house. It's going to be in the opposite sign of Aquarius. So that could be some kind of miscommunication with somebody in matters of love, especially the beginning stages of love. And so as it's, and also another thing with Mercury retrogrades is that they can bring past people back into the picture. And that can kind of be a little bit complicating matters, because you might have thought that a certain person was out of there, and it turns out that they come back, and you're kind of like, okay, what's going on here? Why is this person back in my life? So I think with the Page of Cups as a challenge card, it's really about anything that's a matter of the heart, including some kind of a creative project or your own creation, like if it's a creation of a business, is understand that it may, being able to launch or being able to do something, it may be postponed in some way. Now, like I said, we are having a Mercury retrograde, so that might be one of the reasons why things are not being able to launch exactly when you want it. If that is the case, there's always time to review what you're doing and make sure that you're doing it correctly. So, and you ended with two cards that are really great. What's coming in, the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands. This does go along with that kind of masterful, independence, stepping into your power, if you will. And like I say, I see this especially with the finances, of being able to call your own shots with money. But in this particular case, this is just overall freedom. And if you have felt this sense of like having your hands tied in life for some reason, this really gives that idea, or sends this message of you as somebody who is on top of your game, because you are connected to Wands, being fire sign, and therefore you are somebody that is always longing to have autonomy in life. You're a natural leader, and therefore as a leader, you don't need somebody to tell you what to do. You don't need to, it's not an ego thing. It's just that you have that vision for whatever your project is, that you're capable of being a great executive. And this also extends to being able to help other people to do things themselves. So that's what a leader is that they encourage others in a very positive sort of a way. They're not, a good leader, I should say. And then we have the outcome. The Daughter of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles, some kind of a project that has to do with money, work, a new thing, though, something that is new. And this can be message about money. In some cases, this can be some kind of being a student of something, taking a class to learn something. But I think that this might be something that you're working on. So we have two pages here. One of them is water and one of them is earth. The earth energy is moving forward. The cups, or the emotional energy, is kind of standing still in a sense, or it doesn't have full reign of expression. But that's potential energy. So that means that it can manifest. Maybe the timing is not perfect for whatever that new endeavor is that is more on the emotional level, but the practical matters are well aspected here. And so, and you may be the one calling the shots of this, whatever this is. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.